Welcome to Squeaky After Dark. You know what I do when I get dark. You know what I do when it gets dark. You know what I do when it gets dark. What up, everybody? I hope you missed me. I missed you guys. I want to start this show out with a speech that means so much to me. And it's by Marianne Williamson. And she's a spiritual activist. And this speech, I'm sure you guys heard it plenty of times before, but it every time I read it, it gives me a new feeling. Our deepest fear is not that we are inadequate. Our deepest fear is that we are powerful beyond measure. It is our light, not our darkness, that most frightens us. We ask ourselves, who am I to be brilliant, gorgeous, talented, and fabulous? Actually, who are we not to be? You are a child of God. Your playing small does not serve the world. There's nothing enlightened about shrinking so that other people won't feel insecure around you. We are all meant to shine as children do. We were born to make manifest the glory of God that is within us. It is not just in some of us, it is in every one of us. And when we let our own light shine, we unconsciously give others permission to do the same. As we are liberated from our own fear, our presence automatically liberates others. And the reason why I chose this poem is because when I announce my dream to someone, their fears try to stop me and block my blessing because they felt like it wouldn't happen because they had their own fears. And this touched so close to heart for me because I live outside of a box. And it's so important for me to find every angle of happiness and joy and living my life to the fullest and grasping every purpose that I possibly can. And for me to tell my dream to someone else and they in return tell me that maybe you shouldn't do that because you don't know if you're called to do that yet, that further lets me know I'm going to chase after my dream. I know certain people with fears and they have anxiety and they have all these different attacks when they even think about what it is that they want to do, and fears come into play. They fear they won't be successful at it. They fear that they won't be able to pay their bills if they chase after their own dreams. They fear that if they get on the freeway and drive, they'll get into a car accident. Your mind is your own barrier. You're fighting your own battle in your own mind when you let these fears stop you. You are your own truth. And so for you to face these fears, they no longer control you. They no longer can stop you because you face those fears. The devil will throw any angle he can. And you don't always have to use the devil as an excuse. People will block your blessings. People will stop you in your tracks because they are either jealous or they have fears of their own. So they tend to think what will happen to them will happen to you. But if God has chosen you to do something, you need to go after it. If you feel like you have a gift and a talent inside of you, chase that thing down like you never chased it before. You're given this one life. You need to live it to the fullest. And I'm so passionate about this thing. I know in the Bible, and I'm always bringing up the Bible, but that one talent that he put under the rock, the two brothers, and God said, go out and produce me something, and the one brother hid his talent under the rock instead of showing God what he had with that one talent. God multiplied the brother that did bring his talent times 10 and took the one brother who didn't bring his talent to God and hid it under the rock. He took that from him. Do you want God to take your talents away from you because you're allowing fears to block you? Do you want God to come along and say, You're not using these. Let me give them to your brother or your sister or even your neighbor. No. We want to use our talents. Whatever it is that God gave us, we should be using that thing. You only get it for so long and then you pass away. Why not live your life to the fullest? Allowing fears to come along and stop you from living your life, to me, is a sin. And the reason why I say that is because we get comfortable in doing whatever it is that we're doing. And fears come along. You fear that you're going to get your heart broken so you don't fall in love. You fear that you won't do well in your promotion so you don't strive for that success. You fear that your spouse is cheating, so you start struggling through stuff and just setting yourself up for failure. All these different kinds of fears that we don't realize are blocking us. You have to overcome those fears, and when you do, you'll feel like a champion. And trust me, the best revenge is success. I am love, I am peace, and I am God. Don't let fear stop you, because it sure won't stop me. Let's get it.